So what do you want?
What do I want? I want to use my degree for good. And in general.
I kind of meant like a muffin or a latte.
I want a job with a generous work-from-grocery-store policy.
You are here a lot.
Debbie, please, I'm working.
I want a job that will change the world.
Ma'am, this is a drive-thru.
And some nuggets.
With LinkedIn's new AI-powered job search, you can find roles that match your unique skills, so you can dare to discover more. Visit linkedin.com/jobs to learn more.
Good morning, Crust. It's a great day to be a bread brother.
Ugh, mornings are not my jam. Or jelly.
Oh, come on. Stop loafing around.
I just woke up feeling hollow inside.
Psst, just grab one of the new Morning Uncrustables sandwiches, like Bright-Eyed Berry or Up and Apple, filled with 12 grams of protein and tons of deliciousness. Crust, what are you eating?
It's just granola, not even yogurt.
No crust, no fuss. Uncrust your mornings.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I was trying to do this episode in a humbling way, but I'm like, nah, man, you know, it's been a while since I've been a little arrogant in my content. And I feel like that, yeah, that's how I need to approach this episode. But here's the thing, though. I want this to be an arrogant, motivational episode. I know that doesn't make any sense, but overall, the goal for this episode is any young-minded, brand new, somebody that's calling themselves a content creator for the first times in their content creating career. I want you to have this mindset, because here's the thing. There are going to be people throughout your career, however long you decide to be a content creator, there are going to be people throughout your career that's going to try to make it seem like that you're not like a small content creator, like you don't get no views or subs, but more so what you say and how you approach situations is small. And the hater is always going to try to make themselves be bigger than you and stuff. Like, they want to have like that bully mentality. But it's like, that's the thing that they forget, is that, fam, this is the internet. Like, I just don't get that when it comes down to when somebody is hating on you, where it's like, you're hating on me based off of some internet stuff. Why? Like, the times like throughout my career, I've had people hate on me for an opinion that I've had on video games. Like, I've been on both ends, where it's like, I'll say a game is good, people are saying the game is bad, and they want me to say the same thing that they're saying. And I'm like, just because you dislike the video and leave hate comments, that's not going to change my mind about this game. Like, I remember there was this one game, it was because at the time being, a lot of survival games was coming out on Steam, and just overall they were like blowing up. I can't think of the name of that game. Hold on for a second. Let me open up my gaming channel. But no, I remember I posted a video of myself playing this game. I said that the game was good. People got mad, disliked the video, was leaving all these different comments, and I'm thinking to myself, I can't like a video game now. Like, I have to, I guess, dislike a video game because y'all dislike it. What was the name of that game? I think it was like called dang, I can't even find that video anymore. I know I didn't take it down because I was like, no, I don't care whether people, if they're upset with me liking that game. It's like, I like the game. I thought the game was good and stuff. Dang, I cannot. I wonder if it's probably that's what it is, because I've uploaded a lot of videos over the years. And dang, there's like some gaming videos where I'm looking at them and I'm like, I played that, I uploaded that video and stuff. I just, I mean, I guess, you know, like I don't remember, but I mean, hey, you know, it's one of those things. Or I wonder if, oh no, I found it. So it's called Axion. I think that was, yeah, that's how you pronounce that. So yeah, I played this game called Axion. People got mad about it, and I'm like, hold on for a second. I wonder if they still got that game on Steam. They still have it on Steam. Mostly negative, but yeah, you know, it's one of those things where dang, you can't even buy this game, I think. It's one of those things where there's like, yeah, they shut this game down. That's crazy. Has it gotten any? Last time somebody reviewed this game was back in 2020. That is crazy. But yeah, and that's the thing where it's like, I just think that people, cause yeah, when I played it, I was like, fam, I actually had fun playing it. I might, you know what? I should do that. I should reinstall that game and then just be like, cause when did I upload that video? If I upload that video in the game came out in 2015. Well, wait a minute. When did I upload that video of myself playing. Dang, it was 2015. I should have did like a 10-year anniversary thing of playing that game and stuff. I wasn't even paying attention. So I guess I could do an 11-year anniversary and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, I remember I played that game and people got upset about me playing it, dislike bombed the video and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, so, based off of your guys' logic, because you don't like a game, therefore don't need to like this game now. But let's say if it was a game that I guess that you guys liked and that I didn't like, are you gonna switch your opinions because I also don't like this game? You see how like weird that like behavior is and stuff? And no, that's the crazy thing about it, is that that's how people operate on the internet. If they hate something, you have to hate it. If they like something, you have to like it. And I'm like, fam, that's not me. That's like, no, if people, my thing is this. I grew up surrounded by a lot of different like, you know, like friend groups from, you know, like, oh, there's the people that, you know, they want to, I guess, like act, I don't know, like they, you know, because I'm trying to, I guess, like say things in a respectful way, but at the same time I know people, because I wasn't trying to call nobody out, but like here's the thing. I had a lot of different friend groups growing up, all right? From normal friends to weird friends to, if we going all the way back in elementary, because that was the thing. It flashbanged me. Like, when I said that, I started thinking of these kids that I was cool with back in elementary, where they thought they was like animals and stuff. Like, they were pretty much like skinless furries, you know? Like, they'd be running around the playground. Like, they would seriously be acting like full-blown animals. And I'm like, fam, you was just painting a picture like 2-3 periods ago. Now, all of a sudden, recess, you became a werewolf? Like, what's going on here? But here's the thing, though. I accepted it. Still, like, next class started and we sat next to each other. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just ignore that stuff that you was doing during recess, but I'm still cool with you, you know? Like, no, we still, people, I'm like, yeah, I haven't, because I know they were like, do you still talk to them? No, there's, that particular school that I went to, I fell out of contact with a lot of the kids that went there and stuff, but anyways, but no, overall, though, I guess with me, I'm a very accepting person. Like, so yeah, and that's the thing too. Even fast forward to now, where it's like I'm friends with a lot of different content creators, and there's content creators that'll play games that I don't particularly like. Like, one of my closest friends, and you guys have seen me play Fortnite with her, but one of my closest friends, her name is V. But if you guys want to follow her on Twitch, her name is Witchy Sprite. But she plays a lot of Apex. I don't like Apex. I used to play Apex all the time, but I'm not a fan of that game. You know, it's one of those things where, yeah, she asked me to play it. Yeah, sure, I'll play it, you know, because the thing is this, I am a supportive friend. If she needs a duo or another person for the trio, I'm like, fine, I'll download the game, but I'm not going to enjoy it. You know, I'm decent at Apex, but no, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm just not a fan of it. You know, if there's other games that I can play, because I like racing games, you know, so yeah, I'm like, you'll catch me playing a racing game before you catch me grinding for whatever in Apex and stuff. But anyways, I just remember though back when when I had started streaming Apex, or it was like when I started streaming and making it into a like full-time thing where I stream on a regular basis and stuff. Like, no, I just remember the interactions that I was having with people when it came down to Apex. And I just remember the one where the person, because I was like, I was down and like somebody had shot me in the game and I went down. I was trying to kept pressing the button for my teammates to revive me, and they act like they wasn't seeing or hearing the thing going off, because they do have it where it pops up on your screen when you need to be revived. And then they also have it where there's a thing like a audio recording or whatever where it's letting you know, hey, your teammate went down, go revive them and stuff. But on top of that, it's like I'm rapidly pressing the button like, fam, I need to be revived, revive me. So yeah, the person didn't revive me, they just went running across, and I'm like, what sense does that make? You play a team-based game, but you don't revive your teams. Like, or your teammate. I don't understand that. Like, how do you not hear this thing going off in your ear, letting your teammate, or letting you know that your teammate is down and you need to revive them? I kid you not, somebody commented under, Chad was in my stream, and they commented talking about, well, what if they're deaf? And, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I guess not to offend people in the deaf community, that's something that almost made me say something offensive to people in the deaf community. But I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. I get that you like the video game, but wouldn't it, you can see, right? I didn't realize that you can be deaf in both ears and eyes. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of a person being deaf in the eyes. it's popping up on the screen, letting you know. But I'm like, yeah, that's what fueled the Apex. But getting back to what I was originally saying, though, you know, I just felt like I need to kind of get off topic in case people are like, why don't you like Apex and stuff? Yeah, it was from that to just overall, like, yeah, not having a good experience with the game and stuff. It's a decent game. It's just a game that I'm not a fan of. And here's the thing, though, people will hear that and they be like, oh, I gotta hate on him because he don't like Apex. So what if I don't like Apex? You know, it's like, it's something where it's like, fam, there are so many different games out there where it's like, you don't like them, you don't play them, because it's you know, that's the thing. People that will, you know, I guess get on me for not liking Apex. Do you like the racing game Forza? Do you like the one game Elden Rings? Do you like FIFA? Do you like let me think of some other ones, NBA 2K? Do you like Need for Speed Unbound? You know, yeah, let's think of the worst Need for Speed game of all times, and Need for Speed Unbound. Do you like that Need for Speed? You know, let me think of some other games and stuff. Even just some games that I have on in my collection. There's this one racing game that's called Sega GT 2002, and then this other one called, I think it's called JSRF. It's yeah, it looks like a rollerblading game or something. I didn't even realize this was like a duo game, but yeah, I went to there's this retro game store that I be going to, and they had it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get it. I just thought it was a racing game. But anyways, there's this other game called Jump Force, where it's like all these different anime characters and stuff. What else? Donkey Kong, Octopath Traveler, Mortal Kombat, even just some games on Steam and stuff. Hold on for a second. I ain't got Steam open. I thought I did, but no, but I'm just saying though, like, there is going to be games that you don't like. Do you need to like those games because I like those games? No, you don't. Like, that's the thing that people, especially haters, where it's like, when you don't have the, I guess, same agreeance to whatever opinion and stuff, like you guys, it's like a negative positive situation and stuff. They're expecting it to equal a positive. And I'm like, fam, no, it doesn't work that way. Where it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, in some cases and situations, a negative and a positive can equal or positive, negative. I don't remember how it went. It's been years since I was in a math class. All right. But yeah, at some point in times, it can equal a positive depending on what the numbers are and stuff. But if it's in a situation where the numbers is going to automatically equal a negative, fam, you can't change. Pretty much the point that I'm trying to make is that you can't change a person's opinion because, oh, my opinion is bigger than yours and stuff. And that's one thing, I guess, like where the arrogance come in place. A hater needs to always understand that you are never going to be bigger than the person that you're hating on. That's why when my haters, when they would go edit with me when it came down to stuff, I was like, fam, these people are beneath me. Like, that's the thing about it. And it could be a hater that has more views than me, more subscribers than me. They're beneath me. There is no way possible they are going to be a more entertaining. Yeah, just because their fans say that they're a more entertaining content creator, trust me, with the content that my haters was posting out, especially with the content that they were posting about me, I'm like, fam, ain't nobody gonna be sitting around watching those videos. Those videos are crap. They're horrible, all right? Yeah, my videos might not get all the views that they need to get, but trust me when I say this, my videos are so much more better than the haters that make videos about me. You have to wait for me to make a video or talk about some stuff in order to make a video about me and stuff. So really, at the end of the day, can a hater really genuinely believe that they are better than the person that they're hating on? No, it's not possible, because without me, you wouldn't even be a content creator, you know? So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, let's see where my haters would be at if I wasn't in the picture of content creating. Where would some of my biggest haters be at right now? I guarantee and I promise you, we wouldn't know who they are. We wouldn't. All right. So, but yeah, it's like there's at times though where haters, they want to, I guess, like, just have it where their opinion matters so much. But it's like, you have to remember this. You are on the internet. There are millions of people surfacing the web. If we're going to use some old terminology and stuff, but yeah, surfacing the web, finding so many different, you know, like, yeah, if we still talking video games and like keeping it in that conversation and stuff, if you're hating on somebody because of a video game, do you know how many people out there that don't like that particular video game that you're defending, and then they're playing all these other different? So do you think you have the time to go at it with all those different people? Like, yeah, let's just use Apex as an example. example, let's say there's a website where it's all like, oh, come here and vote if you don't like Apex Legends. And let's say like it's like 1.6 million people go on that website and vote that they don't like Apex Legends. Do you think you have the time to argue with 1.6 million people individually, like at different times? Do you think you have the time to go at it with all of those people and try to convince them that Apex Legends is the all-time greatest game because you say that it's the all-time greatest game? Does that make any sense? And then it's like, then let's say that there's so if we switch genres and they say Forza Horizon 5 is the all-time greatest racing game, can you genuinely believe that when there are so many other different racing games out there? So, putting it back in that conversation of Apex, there are so many other different battle royale games out there that provide a lot more content. Fortnite probably being the biggest. And if it's a toss-up between Fortnite and Apex Legends, yeah, Fortnite's always going to be the winner in that debate and in that fight. Because to me, and maybe if Apex Legends had a little bit more going on, probably added some Titanfall stuff, probably added some, other single-player stuff and more multiplayer stuff, maybe, just maybe, it could be a contender. But for now, it's an amateur. Okay, so, and yeah, that's how I look at a lot of different people that try to get into it with me and stuff. They're amateurs. They don't know nothing about content creating. And then they sit here and then they try to tell me about content creating and what I need to do and what I don't need to do, my attitude and all this other stuff. And I'm like, fam, there is nothing that you can say. I've been a content creator for 16 years. Do you think that there is anything that you can tell me that is going to change my mind or get me to have like a different outlook on content creating and my attitude and all this other stuff? And it's funny how like over the years there's been times where people have tried to, I guess, get on me for how I act on the internet and stuff, and I'm like, fam, and I still act the same way. That's the funny thing with content creating is that people will try to like make you, I guess, feel bad for how you act or the things that you do, and it's like, bro, and I guess they think like, oh, okay, if I go and do this elaborative video or write out this elaborative comment or something, it's going to change them. Fam, and there has been not one person on the internet that's changed me for the better or for the worse. I've been the same person. I have to say the only time where I've, changed is because it's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to change for myself. But yeah, the people that I've gotten into it with over the years on YouTube, YouTube, TikTok, have I gotten it? Yeah, I've gotten into it with people on TikTok. No, yeah, because I started thinking of the one dude. I remember I posted this video where I wasn't even pretending to be a cop. Like, I was just making a joke and stuff. And yeah, people were like, they were commenting underneath my video talking about, oh, you're impersonating a police officer, you're gonna go to jail and all this other stuff. And there's like, it's mainly old people, it was like, it might have been some young people in there, but it's probably some old people or some Trump supporters. And it's like, anytime they see somebody having fun, they gotta say something about it. And I'm like, old man, please fix your wig. I'm like, you worried about me? I'm like, worry about yourself. I'm like, you got a lot going on in your life to where you do not have the time and energy to be focused on me. Okay, trust me, it is not gonna be a fight that you are going to win. All right, so but yeah, then I'm trying to think, Instagram, have I ever gotten into it with anybody on Instagram? I don't think I have. I'm like, Facebook, I do remember when I posted a video. This was like years ago, but I remember I posted it. I think it did I post a video on? No, I posted it because I was like, I don't know if it was like one of those like automatic posts or if it was a video that I posted, but I just remember because I think it was TikTok. Was it Instagram? I think it was just TikTok. TikTok kept showing me videos of like white people with whips. And I'm like, why is this in my algorithm? I don't even like these videos. It's like there's like something in me that's telling me these aren't good videos. Like I shouldn't be watching these. Like my ancestors or something, they're saying like, fam, like keep it scrolling. Don't watch this right now. But I remember I made a joke about it. And then, there was like all these like old people on there talking about, oh, that's normal for them, for a white man to buy a whip and, use it on a watermelon. I'm like, did you just hear what you just said right now? I'm like, it's one of those things. I'm like, sit down and think about it. A white man with a whip whipping a watermelon. What subliminal message do you think he's trying to send with that video and stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm like, fam, I'm not, but I'm joking. That's the thing that people need to understand. I can care less if that white man got a whip and he wants to go out in the middle of the day and be whipping watermelons. That's that man's lifestyle. He wants to waste his money on that. Fine, go ahead. I'm going to be wasting my money on things that's not going to be, I guess, adding to a stereotype. But Anyways, but yeah, like, no, there's been times on there, and then of course YouTube, and I'm like, bro, that's one thing about it where I'm always going to, how I'm gonna view haters is I'm always gonna be better than them, you know. And that's the thing where it's like they can laugh, they can chuckle, they can try to tell me that I'm not, but it's like, fam, sit down and think about it. You're here for a reason. Why do you think that? You know, it's like, what? It's like you don't have no other reasons to be here, but it's like you purposely go out of your way. This ain't no different than, you know, if a person is buying tickets to go see an artist, or, you know, or buying tickets to go see a movie or something. It's like you're literally doing the same thing. Yeah, you don't have to buy nothing. You pretty much are watching my videos for free and things. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like you're proving, just like how I said in the last episode, where it's like proving that you, or not the last episode, but the episode before that, where I was like, I proved my haters wrong and stuff. It's like, no, it's like, the thing is this, I don't need to talk about you guys. I don't need to say anything about you guys. I could do all this different content just focused on myself, and I pretty much put it to the test, you know. And the thing is this, I'm not changing, you know, from what I said last year, where it was like there was a particular hate group that I wasn't going to be talking on anymore. No, that's still there. Like, you know, I'm not like that particular group. I'm like, I ain't got no reason to talk about them. You know, it's like I'm gonna be focused on myself this year. But anyways, but no, it's like I overall proved the point. It's like I don't have no reasons to talk about you guys. We're 10 days. No, the funny thing is like I had to say probably what we're like in week 2 of this year. Hold on for a second. We're just now finishing up week 2 of this year, and I've dealt with my haters both weeks. So it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, a hater, it's like, you know, just being weird, uploading videos about me and stuff. And then another one in my comment sections, I'm like, yeah, you guys are proving my point. I'm like, you're overall showcasing that I'm a better creator than those that have made videos about me in a negative way. You can try to say that I'm not, but it's like, fam, you're in my comment sections. Why aren't you in their comment sections? Go support their channel. But as long as you're here, you're proving my point, bro. All right, so, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.